Hi, my name is George Hammond, and today we're going to be checking out Miyabi. Miyabi is a new sample library by Evolution Series released on the 1st of November. It is a unique collaboration between multi-instrumentalist Sasuke Odamura and Bronwyn Kirkpatrick. It is fully compatible with the free version of Contact 6 and is compatible with all NKS hardware. The download comes in at 23.8GB, requiring 25.6GB of free hard drive space. It is currently on sale at an intro price of $139 but it regularly retails for $199. The intro sale ends on the 15th of November. Before we jump into the library, I just want to thank Evolution Series for sending me a copy of this library to review. As always, I appreciate it. However, I try to be as unbiased as possible in all of my reviews. Let's take a look at Miyabi. Right, so here we are inside Ableton. I've got Contact 6 loaded up here. Let's load in the library. As you see, it's a Contact Player library, so it is available in the libraries section over here on the left. So it comes with one instrument which has all the other instruments inside of it. So let's just load it up. Do bear in mind, I am running it off a hard drive currently. I don't install many of my sample libraries on my SSDs. And this is one of those which I do not have on an SSD. But that is a good test. Let's see how long exactly it does take to load. So there we go, it's loaded in now. As you can see, that did take quite a while to load, though please do bear in mind I am running it off a hard drive. But it would be very interesting to hear if any of you also have issues with how long this takes to load, as it would be interesting to know if it is just me or if it is anyone else as well. As you can see, there is actually a little bit of noise floor on these samples. Now, when I was experimenting with the library, they weren't really noticeable other than in the silence in between you playing notes, but it's interesting to bear in mind that there is something there. If I just close the Contact 6 window here and we go over to the live mixer view here, we can see it's around minus 50 or so, minus 46.3, something like that. So it's very, very low indeed, but it is there. So when you load it up, it loads in this default patch. If I just pull out my keyboard here, we'll take a listen to how that sounds. So I believe the default patch has all 4 of the 5 instruments loaded in. You can't turn on the voice. I don't know if that's just with me or if it's designed to be like that, but there is a separate voice instrument that you can load up from this little menu here. There we go, voice. We'll just take a listen to that on its own quickly. So this is what the voice sounds like. So it is a solo female voice, and it is a phrase instrument, so it's got all different phrases instead of you just being able to play the notes. Let's take a listen to the other key switch and let's see if that's any different. Versus other than me controlling the model there wasn't really any difference as far as I was aware. What I really like about this library is the 3D stage here. I don't really know many sample libraries which have this in it, but I really do like it. I know Damage 2 has it as well. So let's just take a listen. So if you look here, you can move this figure around here. So the closer they are, the more of a closer mark there is, and the further away, the more of the outriggers it is, as far as I'm aware. So you can place the sound exactly where you want to in a 3D virtual stage. If we go back to the default patch here, we can turn off and on instruments as we wish. So with none on, of course, there's no sound. If we just turn on this one, we only get that one, and so forth. We only turn on the flute here. I believe the flute on its own, it's not a flute, but I can't remember the exact name off the top of my head, but we do have it here, the shakuhachi. Now, do bear in mind, I do not speak Japanese, and I do not know what is exactly how to pronounce all these different instruments here, but I will try my best to. So there we go, we have it on its own here. We've got some key switches down here, so let's try those out. So this is the all sustain. I need to drop it down an octave. So this is all the sustains here in this patch we've got here. If we go to the menu, we can see that there are other ones, staccato, effects, and on the kotos, etc. There are tremolos, I believe, as well. But let's take a listen to this second key switch. Doesn't seem to be any sound there for me. That's very odd. I don't know if that's just an issue with my copy of the library or not, but that is very odd. So the only patch actually making a noise is the sustained dramatic. That's very interesting. Let's take a listen to the shorts here. So staccato or key switch. So it comes in different length of staccato. So we've got staccato short, medium and long. This here is short, medium and long. So if you were playing a passage, you may go between all three of them. Let's have an example of that. So that's very interesting. It's very useful having those different lengths of staccatos available there, because it's very nice to be able to vary the phrase and how long you want it to be. What else do they have here? They have effects. So those sound very nice. There's definitely some use for them, especially if you just want them in the background. Those sound really, really good. Let's have a listen to the textural bends here. Those sound really, really nice in my opinion. If I just put them through my Valhalla vintage verb here. Definitely very, very good for some textural stuff. Let's move on to the koto here. So if we go to the koto sustains, what a beautiful tone that is. That sounds, honestly, that is beautiful. Again, honestly, that koto, it sounds beautiful. I absolutely love the sound of it. But we've got another key switch here as well that I'm not too sure what that has in it. Again, just beautiful. Let's see what else they have in the koto. Textural finger. Yep, there we go. I think this is the harmonics here. Yes, it is. That's a key switch. So these harmonics, I believe. I've never before heard koto harmonics, but that is a sound I don't think I will ever forget. That is beautiful. Let's take a listen to the fingernails here. So this is wavy fingers. This is normal fingernail. Again, just such a beautiful sound. They also have effects. So, pretty standard effects there. What else do they have? They have pick core. That's very interesting. And here are the tremolos. So I'm controlling them with the mod wheel. I believe this is the scary tremolo I'm playing now. Yeah. Tremolo scary bend. And we have this. Just trims as well. Yeah. Again, all of that can be controlled with the mod wheel. They also have some motions here which are captured performances, I believe. And those are 80 BPM. They also have some other ones here. Let's take a listen to those. So that's quite nice. Let's take a listen to the bass koto. And we'll go for the pickle key switch. A lovely sound. Let's change articulations now. There's some nice bends there. What else? Yeah, those were bends. Let's see what else they have here. Tremolos, of course. We have the scary ones as well. Let's have a look at the Straw fingers, here we go. They also have harmonics on this, which is very nice to see. I do love the sound of harmonics. Let's take a look at the semison. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Which is, if I'm remembering correctly, I watched a documentary about this, but I can't remember if this was the instrument it was about. But I believe they used to make these using cats. Not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me, but I believe that is the same instrument that we have here. A very nice sound. Let's have a listen to the effects. That reminds me of those old Western movies where they used to have that on the metal slider guitars. I can't remember the exact name for them. Let's listen to the picks here. The library also comes with some combinations, so let's take a listen to some of those. Here's Bamboo Forest. The Clock is Ticking, this one's called. So that's an interesting combination. There's also the Grand Entrance. Which I believe is just a bunch of tremolos. They also have these motions here. Let's go for the medium. So you can hear all the different instruments there in there. And so those are some of the combinations. If we go to the advanced here, we can fully control the velocity curve, the attack release, the amount of voices and the divisy settings. That's on the combinations, and the dynamic range and divisy limiter. So all in all, I think the library has an amazing amount of content in it, especially for the price. It really does just capture that tone, and it is beautiful. The tone and character of this library, it really is. Honestly, it's just beautiful. It's such a beautiful sounding library, especially those koto harmonics. I've never heard those in the library before. They just sound amazing. So I can really recommend this library to anyone who's interested in any sort of cinematic music, or especially if you're going for a world type of music. World music is something I'm quite interested in, and this library, it does indeed satisfy a bit of that thirst for knowledge and sounds about world music. It sounds wonderful. It really does sound wonderful. The voice is a bit unfortunate that it only has phrases and it doesn't have just normal legato, but the phrases are very usable, I found, and well, all of the instruments are very playable and usable, so it definitely passes all the marks on that part. I really, really, really do love the 3D soundstage. It is absolutely wonderful just being able to drag instruments around and completely reposition them how I want to. If we put the kotos in the back and have this right in the forward, for example. So I can do that if I want to. If I want to have everything as close as possible, I just click on it, drag it all the way forward. It's just amazing. It's just so easy to get things how you want them. There's none of this, oh, I'll bring up the close mic by 0.2 decibels and I'll take down the deckers and the outers a bit. No, you just drag it around. It's just an amazing way of doing it. I believe Damage and Ferrum, they also have a similar system to this. More libraries need to have it. It is just so useful and it speeds up the process so much. Yes, you can't exactly get as nitty and gritty with it and get it exactly how you want to sometimes, but if you just need to position something quickly, it is perfect. There's none of this fiddling about. You just drag it to where you need it. It is wonderful. So overall, I really do love this library. I think it sounds wonderful. I know this video has gone on quite a bit, but this library has got quite a lot of content in it, and honestly, it does sound amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do go check out the library. There'll be a link in the description and it'll probably be a pinned comment of some sorts. It really does sound great, and do remember it's currently on intro sale for $139 until the 15th of November, so be sure to get it whilst you can. Afterwards it's going to be $199, though that is still a very fine amount for this wonderful product, so be sure to go check it out. My name has been George Hammond. Thank you for watching. If you'd like this video, please do like it and be sure to subscribe. I'll hopefully have more reviews of some other Evolution series stuff coming up, as well as some reviews of some products from some other companies. Thank you so much. My name has been George Hammond. Goodbye.